Hi guys, Tosin here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute, I know. I've just been very busy with life. I'm doing this video based on a request I got from my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, honestly, you're missing out from the family, from this family. Please follow me on Instagram. I'll put all my handles, everything here. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Even if you don't use Instagram, download it and follow me. So today I'm going to be talking about clothes, as you could have seen from the title. I'm going to be talking about how to get the best value from your clothes and how to ensure that they last a long time. I know this seems like a very simple topic, but every time I post maybe throwbacks wearing a piece or I wear something currently and people ask me, where I got it from, and I tell them I've had this thing for 10 years, 7 years. A lot of people in this, part of the world are always very surprised that how come your clothes last this long. So that's what I'm going to be sharing in this video. I posted this picture that sparked this conversation in my DMs. I got a lot of DMs, and I think I shared, wearing this outfit before before I had a baby, before I became a mom, when my daughter was just a year old, and now that she's turning 4 later this year, and wearing the same outfit. And a lot of people are like, wow, obviously, thank God I'm still able to fit into the dresses. So I'm grateful to God for, genetics, maybe even diet. I don't really do diets. I don't even do diets, to be honest, but I'm very big on portion control. By the way, one of my reels that I posted is, as at today, has almost or over 600,000 views. So we're on our way to 1 million. I wish, Instagram rewards creators in the UK. And it was about just like 27 meals that I cook in my Nigerian home, and I got a couple of comments that talked about how they really, really admired the portion control. This was something that I did not even notice while I was, publishing that reel, but just because, that's the way I serve my food. If you come to my house, that's the way I will serve you, except you ask for more. Those are the portions that we eat in my house. Obviously, not my husband, me and my daughter. So yes, so thank God that I've been able to maintain the same size. That might not also be the same for you. Maybe you have underlying health issues. Maybe you're just you just need to go to the gym. Maybe you just need to watch what you eat better, or maybe you're just genetically more predisposed. To as you go older, maybe you add more weight. It could be that as well. So that's the first thing. First thing that I would say, practical things that I do, is actually what I buy.
So I have this video on my YouTube channel that I filmed about 2 years ago. It says how I shop for clothing online, useful tips, online fashion shopping. And in this video, I share in-depthly how I sort for clothes, types of stores I buy things from, what I look out for, how I make the most out of the money that I have, the budget that I have to spend, how I streamline my shopping. I think this would be a good watch, if you're interested in, maybe shopping. I think this video will still be relevant. So definitely you want to check out this video. Okay, let's go back to this video.
I say this now with confidence. If I used to shy away from saying it many years ago, is that I am not a trend person. I'm not someone that I'll buy something because I see people wearing it. Even when maybe something that's trending is something that's totally my style, it takes a lot of actual reasoning for me before I buy something. I noticed that with my clothes, pictures I've had from 10 years ago, even 15 years ago when I was in uni, I can still wear those pieces now and I will not look out of generation. I won't look like as if I'm from maybe in the 1980s. I still look, okay, I still fit in society, for lack of a better word, okay. So I'll say the first things that you buy. If you're someone that you really love trends, jelly slippers are raining, you rush, you change all your shoes. Pointy shoes are raining, you rush, you buy. Palazzo parts are raining, you rush, you buy. Obviously, when the trends are over, there's another trend that comes into place. You would not be able to enjoy those pieces anymore. You might be looking out of place. So personally for me, I like to buy staples. Honestly, I think my closet is becoming a very, very timeless closet. You guys know I do event compare, I do MC gigs on the side. So I have some bedazzled dresses, like dresses that have like sequins, stones, dresses that are, intricately beaded. But simple dresses like this is what I usually like to buy. And I did not even pick this dress for this video. I'm just giving an example of what I would buy. I'll buy things that, are modest, suits my stature, are within my price range. I think that the quality is good. I'm not necessarily, it's very expensive. No, basic. See this dress now, I think it was maybe 15 pounds from H&M on sale or something. It might not even be on sale, I can't even remember, but this dress was very affordable to buy. But I've had this dress way before I had my daughter. I've had this dress I would even say maybe the first couple of years I got married. And when I had my daughter, I think I even did a reel with this outfit, 3 different ways of styling this dress. If I find the video, I'll insert it here as well. So I'd really encourage you, when you're buying your fashion pieces, from clothes to purses to shoes, try to buy what you know that I like this thing, not just because it's a name brand, not just because that influencer, even myself, is wearing it. I like this jumpsuit, this is my style. I like clean tailored looks. I don't like clothes that, just looking like this. I like structured pieces, whatever it is for you, ensure that you buy clothes that are not necessarily trendy pieces. The second thing I would say about purchasing clothes is obviously improving your knowledge of materials. There's some materials that I have that even if they've lasted a long time, they're not clothes that I wear often, right? So for instance, materials like scuba fabric, materials like satin silk, right? Materials like organza. You see those materials, no matter how I have dresses that are organza dresses that are well above £100, but I wear them once in a blue moon because these dresses are so delicate. So you need to educate yourself. If you buy an organza dress, let's even buy it from, let me look for a popular, like Coast. You buy an organza dress for, let me say, £90, and you're wearing it every fortnight, that dress is going to spoil. Because why? You need to wash it. Organza, the thread is very light. If you just go past anything, it's going to scratch. So that's another reason why, you need to also have a good, library of clothes. I'm not saying you should have too many clothes, but just ensure that you don't, do the most with some certain fabrics. Scuba fabric is another one. As beautiful, as structured as it can look in dresses, ball dresses, A-line dresses, even some, corporate dresses, it can begin to look very dirty easily. A little stain, it will show on scuba fabric. Even if it's black scuba fabric, the moment it has a thread, it's a no-no. So these are the kind of dresses that you know that they will not be on rotation. These are the dresses that maybe once in 6 months you wear those dresses. Maybe in a year twice. Maybe in a year even once, So that's another thing. Educating yourself on fabrics that stand the test of time. I would say poplin. Poplin, if you don't like to iron, don't buy poplin. So, but I love poplin because I have a lot of summer dresses that are poplin that year in, year out, they would always be in vogue because they are light, they are airy, they do beautiful shift dresses. So poplin dresses, if you want good quality poplin, they're not cheap, right? But I know that Zara carries some that, are a bit affordable as well. I'm talking maybe £40, £35, it's still okay, affordable, right? So that's that. So poplin, also good cottons, even polyester fabrics like this, like what they make school uniform with, back in Nigeria. Those kind of fabrics, they really, really help and last, long time. Like I said, good cotton, poplins, linens too last a long time, but the linen has a lot of maintenance. Sorry guys, my daughter, she wanted lunch. Anyway, so, those are good fabrics that you want to consider. Even linen is good, but if you don't like to iron, linen might not be that for you. Even when you iron it, once you step out of the house like this, it would spoil. But another fabric that I absolutely love that is making rounds now is good quality Mikado fabric. It's really beautiful. They use it for, it's very structured. I know that Warehouse used to do a lot of Mikado, Mikado. I have some Mikado shorts. I have a couple of Mikado dresses from even Warehouse, Coast, Regina Papel as well. Good quality dresses. This is now for outing. I have Mikado shorts, as I said, for summer, like farmer shorts, just slightly above my knee, those type of shorts that will have a belt. I have some of that. They're also Mikado fabric, beautiful fabric. So those are some fabrics that I know that I like, and they've stood the test of time for me. Now, I barely would you see me wearing slinky fabrics, like all this jersey fabric, for lack of a better word. Not the good crepe. There's crepe that is really good for, it's good for structured corporate dresses. Not that type. Just slinky. It's a no for me. So I avoid buying those type of dresses because I know that once they tear like this or you wash them, they slack. It's a no for me. So I avoid. So that's another thing I want you to consider. Third thing I say is one of the most important thing is how you maintain your clothes. Me, once I come back from an outing, if it's a dress that maybe is white and I need to wash the collar, and maybe for example, let me use a nice dress I wear to church, right? As funny as this may sound, even though I live in the UK and I've lived here for the past on and off, maybe almost 12 years now, do I know math? Since 2013, 11 years now, yeah, almost 12 years now, I still use my hand to wash some of my clothes. And I know that some people say, oh no, there's delicate setting on washing machine. It's not that deep. That's for you. That's okay. But I guess maybe you can't take the Nigerian out of the girl. And even though when I was in Nigeria, we had a washing machine right from when I was born. We've always had that. Even like what did they call? We had what do they call those people? Laundromats. People like washermans. They will come and they'll wash for us. So even if I had that privilege, I still would rather wash some of my clothes, even some of my daughter's clothes that I buy with my hand. I like to wash the colors myself because I feel like this washing machine, no matter how, some clothes, I wear a lot of whites. Some of my clothes, I need to soak them, my knitwear especially. I don't know how you guys do it. There's, I find that even with the delicate settings for wool, sometimes it just ruins it. In my opinion, standards are also different as well. So sometimes some knits, I just wring it with my hand. I just wash all the stains and I hang it to dry naturally. I don't even use any dryer of any sorts. Some of my, as I said, whites, I soak them. I use Ace, which is like a bleach. It's so cheap. It's like £2. It reminds me of Nigerian jig, but obviously with a better smell. And I don't think it's as harsh because it's easy on the hands. I use it to soak I can see it literally lifting the stains from my color. I told one of my friends, she bought one cream dress. We had someone's baby shower and the dress got stained at the event. And I told her, oh, don't put it in the washing machine, that she should use her hand. So she calls me, she was like, she used her hand and her hand was already hurting her because it's been so long. I'm like, well, me, I'm used to it. So I use my hand. Even some of my daughter's clothes, as I said, like maybe I buy her a silk top. It's so small. Some of her what else did I even used to use my daughter's hand for? Well, initially when she was born, I was really worried about skin issues, so I was, hand washing some of her clothes, and it's worked for me. If you are able to replicate that with a machine, that's on you. So I'll say, maintaining your clothes well, ironing them. I remember that in my previous flat, when I started storing inventory in my house, it became so humid that even some places where I stacked and folded some clothes, I was beginning to see mold. So I actually had to go and buy mothballs. That's what in Nigeria we used to call, is it camphor? Is it camphor or camphor? And I'm not sure which one of them, but I think that's what we used to call it. So I bought them from Amazon, from eBay, mothballs, and I put it in my clothes and it helped a bit. But just if you're living in an environment where maybe it's a bit humid or you have too many clothes, definitely because of the weather changes in the UK, in this part of the world, it might even affect, the way your clothes smell. Even you can start putting mold on your clothes and you don't want to put that on your body anymore after that. So always store your clothes well, ensure that the air dry. Okay, so another thing obviously I would say about, laundering your clothes properly, besides, hand washing some of them, like I said, the colors, using the proper settings on the washing machine when you do. I use washing machine so that someone does not misquote me. I do use them for other pieces that I know that they will not stain, the colors will not bleed. I bought this really beautiful top that was quite pricey for my daughter. And for some reason, when I was sorting it in the laundry basket, I don't know what I did, but I loaded them with colored pieces. And you guys, this top was so beautiful. It had like circled round silk. It was like a 3D top, and those are the type of things that I like, It was a 3D top, and the top bled to the white part. That top is ruined and useless now, So also ensuring that the fabrics that you buy, even if they bleed, some of them, they're just better washed, by hand, or actually even cleaned. It's like leather. I don't put my leather pieces, I have a lot of leather pieces, I don't put them in the washing machine, I just wipe them down and I air dry them as well. So another thing I was going to say about ironing, for instance, is that using the right settings. Some people, you see them wearing like black pants and you can see all the, in secondary school, they used to call them Michael Jackson pants, because they've used such high heat that it's now beginning to have a sheen on the pants. So you obviously want to avoid that. Make sure that you use the right setting. You can also buy this thing, I can't remember the name, but it's like an ironing net. It helps. I use it as well. Some pieces that you're not sure about, you use it over. It's like using a handkerchief to iron, just so that there are no burn marks as well on your clothes. That's about that for ironing. The last thing that I would say about, getting the best, out of my clothes also is actually even just being contented with what I have. I know it sounds very, very weird, but just being content with what I have. There's a temptation in this generation to, especially someone like me that have been creating content for many years. I've done fashion, I've done hair, I've done business, I've done lifestyle, all under the same lifestyle. I do food. I was saying the other day that I don't have a niche. My niche is me. I am the niche. So, sometimes there might be a temptation to, buy, trendy pieces, newer pieces. They might not even be trendy, newer pieces, so that you can say, oh, you guys, check my like to know it, check my link in bio and all of that, trying to make commissions of your personal style. There's nothing wrong with that if that's your own cup of tea. But for me, I am very content with what I have. I don't care if on my page you see me wearing the same green jacket or green jumpsuits or black leather or black flat shoes. I don't care. It doesn't change how I'm perceived or how I perceive myself. So I think, just being contented as well allows me to use what I have, to use what I have and not feel like, oh, every time I have a new event, I always have to buy a new dress because I want to impress or because I feel like I don't have any, I don't have clothes in my wardrobe. And that's why you find that, you see a rise in, I have a friend in America, she was telling me that many influencers in the US, what they do is they get a credit card, they buy clothes, they review it on their Instagram or on their platforms, they tuck in the tag and then they return it, make a commission off it, and then you think that it's theirs and you're increasing your own expenditure just to look like them, whereas they're not even keeping the pieces. I don't know if it's important that people like that actually leave a disclaimer that they're going to return the clothes. I don't know, I'm not sure, I haven't thought that through. But personally for myself, I always say jokingly that if I wear something and people say, oh, Tosin, you look so beautiful, on a rare occasion, I'm able to share the link. Maybe it's something that maybe they have a lot of it, or it's still in stock, or it's something that I just got recently. But if it's something that maybe, you know, I've probably had for years, even if you find the link, it's out of stock already, right? So it's not like I don't want to share. That's why I always share. I always, if you follow me, I would always share. I don't get keep stuff. So, but I'm content with what I have, especially as I'm growing older. I have more responsibilities. I am seeing better how this generation, if the Lord does not help us, may our children not be paying for the sins of our carelessness when it comes to money. And all the benefits that we got to receive from our parents, I really hope we're able to pay forward in this generation. I really, really hope. So that's about it, for this video. So that the things I would think to share off the top of my head. I'm just going to do a recap just in case I forget anything. Obviously, maintaining the same weight as I said initially, so you can even fit into the clothes, buying the right pieces, storing them well, washing them well, ironing them well, not being too trendy as such. Buy things that that even if this style goes out of style, at least you can still wear it okay. There's some things that inevitably they'll be out of style, like it just doesn't, you're just looking weird wearing it, but that should not be the 90% of your closet, right? So try to build, they call it a time capsule, timeless wardrobe. So those are some of the things that I would say has helped me. In fact, I don't really shop, and that's the truth. A lot of people think I shop, but I don't really shop, and that's the truth. So when I shop, I shop. When I shop, I shop. But those pieces, I'm so sure minimum 5, 6, 7 years, I get the best of it. On a rare occasion, maybe I'll buy something and the fabric or the quality did not meet up to expectation very rarely, because I stick to what I know. I stick to what I know, and I stick to what suits me. When it comes to my style, I don't really like to test unknown waters. I like to stick with what I know that suits me. So it looks like I never make fashion faux pas, but it's just because I stick with my style. So that this video is not 1 hour long. That's about it for my video. If you have tips that you feel like anybody watching this might be able to benefit from it, please feel free. The comment section is open. Feel free to share your own thoughts. I myself can even learn from it as well. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye.